Savannah cats. Savannah cats are a spotted domestic cat breed started in the 1980s. Established to give the impression of grandeur and dignity of a wildcat with a cheetah-type appearance, meaningful eyes highlighted by dark tear spots, vibrant coat colors, strong contrasting black spots, huge sonar-like ears and long legs. Because 2006 they have actually held the Guinness Book World Record for the world's highest domestic cat. They do not need any special health care. They visit a regular veterinarian for routine feline health maintenance. Breed Basic require all traits to mimic those of its forefather the African serval. The objective of the breed is to get a well-rounded temperament yet wild-looking breed that makes an appropriate alternative to an exotic pet. Improperly established bloodlines can be misinterpreted for Bengal cats, which have an opposite body structure to the Savannah. Energy level of the breed is high, so exercise is required. Exercise combined with socialization is an exceptionally important part of a kitten's training into the adult years. Direct exposure to friendly environments with favorable reinforcement work best. High intelligence combined with being naturally curious gets them into mischief. Due to high intelligence, curiosity, and high energy needs, they are best matched with active, devoted owners. Temperament is outstanding when correctly raised, some would say the feline variation of a dog. Suitable companions for owners who wish to prevent additional canine requirements, however want an active, engaging pet. They actively look for social interaction. They are given to sulking if overlooked. Remaining kitten-like throughout life. Exceptionally devoted to instant relative. Some might question the existence of strangers, however heat up rapidly as they are curious with a desire to interact. Making excellent companions for devoted owners that are loyal, smart and excited to be involved. Demonstrated by the ability to discover easy to complicated commands. What is a purebred Savannah cat? Purebred Savannah cats have three or more consecutive generations of Savannah to Savannah heritage. Purebred Savannahs have the most advanced breed status and are able to be shown at Tika cat programs. They are the key to locking quality serval traits in a breeding line. Perfect for amateur cat owners as they are extremely comparable in behavior to the typical domestic cat. They will have SBT classification on their Tika registration, likewise referred to as SBT Savannahs. Ears should look like those of the African serval cat. African serval cats have the largest ears of all felines, and largest ears in relation to head size of any cat. As a result, the Savannah cat's ears are remarkably large and high on the head. The ears are likewise broad with a deep base. The ears ought to be upright and have actually rounded tips. The outside base of the ear should start no lower on the head than at the height of the eyes, however might be set higher. The inside base of the ears is set close at the top of the head. Ideally, vertical parallel lines can be drawn from the inner corner of the eyes as much as the inner base of ears. Savannah cats have inherited ocelli marks behind their ears utilized to frighten predators. Ocelli marks can be found throughout nature, such as the wings of butterflies, ears of most wild cats, and even tabby cats. Serval cats have an ocelli marking behind the ears, which are high contrast marks that are thought to scare off predators by mimicking the eyes of the predator's own enemies. Savannah cats typically a soft ocella mark with less contrast. Lacking the high contrast of black with white color combination. It is considered desirable to have black with white, however not a fault to have lesser contrasting colors, black with brown, brown with brown. Head should be broad, customized wedge with rounded contours. The head should be longer than it is wide. The anterior view of the face should present a distinct and symmetric triangular shape. The nose is long with a small chin. It is preferred for the head to have the LL marking instead of M marking, although this is not in the breed standard. Contours. The head should be longer than it is wide. The anterior view of the face should present a distinct and symmetric triangular shape. The nose is long with a small chin. It is preferred for the head to have the LL marking instead of M marking, although this is not in the breed standard. Pattern is solid dark spots which can be round or oval streaming throughout the body and ought to not be linked. A series of parallel stripes, from the back of the head to simply over the shoulder blades, fan out a little over the back. Smaller size spots may be found on the legs and feet, as well as on the face. The coat is thick short hair that can be coarse or soft in texture. Colors of the Savannah cat are brown, silver, black and smoke. Appropriate colors are those that imitate the African serval. The most typical variation of the African serval is a buttery gold color with solid jet black spots. Gold is a shade of brown, so it is correctly registered as a brown spotted tabby (BST). Eyes should be medium-sized and set below a somewhat hooded brow. The top of the eye looks like a boomerang, which is set at a specific angle so that the corner of the eye slopes down the line of the nose. The bottom half of the eye has an almond shape. The eyes are reasonably deep-set, low on the forehead, and follow facial symmetry. Tear stain markings are present along and in between the eyes and the nose. All eye colors are enabled and are independent of coat color. Bottle feeding of generations of considerably high exotic heritage guarantees acquiring a sound character. Bottle raising is highly recommended in the first generation for ideal socialization. Raising the first generation properly takes years of particular experience, with generations no less than 3 generations gotten rid of for a serval. Bottle-raised kittens ought to be entrusted to mom throughout the first couple of weeks to make sure important antibodies are received. It is very important to note that any cat breed not offered appropriate socializing will lead to maladjusted social habits. Savannah cats are not special in this requirement. Leash training often is attempted with success on Savannah cats. Leash training on a harness is possible with Savannah cats. Walking on a leash with a harness does take practice and patience. Allergies still occur around Savannah cats, although they are short-haired cat breeds. No cat breed is truly hypoallergenic. No scientific data supports hypoallergenic cat breeds. Many allergy patients are allergic to the protein discovered in cat saliva, not hair, so they dislike all felines. Life expectancy of domestic cats can live up to 15 years, normally 10 to 12 years. Serval cats live up to 20 years. Savannah cats can live 12 to 20 years depending upon heritage from the serval cat. It is shown that cats who eat a correctly balanced raw meat mixture will have a much better possibility at a longer life. Size of Savannah cats is frequently overstated because they are taller, thinner framed and longer bodied than the most domestic cats. This taller physique provides the illusion of more weight. Weight depends on individual bloodline. Weight can range in between 12 to 25 pounds. When a Savannah cat has traits in line with the breed standard, they are of higher value as a pet or breeder. Breeders are obligated as TICA registered members to provide registration papers, age-appropriate vaccinations and retain kittens up until the age of 10 to 14 weeks, which is costly. Females typically have small litters. Unlike dogs, the Savannah cat's heat cycles are entirely unpredictable. Some cats do not cycle every year. Some cats can lose some or all fertility as they age. Few F1 Savannah kittens are born around the globe every year. Buyers can wait years for a breeder to produce a F1 Savannah kitten. Females are practically exclusively put or retained for breeding. Infertility of these females typically prevent them from producing. Less than 50% of all F1 and F2 females kept for breeding ever reproduce. Ancestor of the Savannah cat is the African serval cat, which has been actively bred in captivity since the 1920s. This wild cat native to Africa. It is rare in North Africa and the Sahel, but widespread in sub-Saharan countries other than rainforest regions. They are vulnerable to hyenas and wild dogs. In the wild, they will look for cover to get away the view of a predator. If a predator is too close, they will leave in long leaps, changing direction frequently and with their tail raised. The African serval cat is able to purr, has a high-pitched chirp, hiss, cackle, growl, grunt and meow. Compared to a Savannah cat, the African serval cat will cost double daily to keep. They do not endure complete strangers, they will only eat raw meat, and once full grown they will not utilize a litter box. Desirable traits and exotic looks are why most owners of African serval cat transform to owning a Savannah cat. Majority of Savannah cats have less than 10% possible exotic heritage. We have compiled a rare look at historical representations of serval cats going back to the 1400s.